Now you can see.
Yes, ma'am, I can see it.
Okay. See, the chapter name is issue of share capital. So we must know what is the meaning of shares. The term used here is shares. So what is share?
Uh, like when people they buy the shares.
You are
Uh,
going to buy the shares, but you should know what is share, right?
yes, ma'am.
So share is actually a very small denomination of the capital, of the authorized capital of the company. So
Okay.
again, a new term we can see company. So first I will explain you what is company, what is share. You know now, very first form of business is sole proprietorship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then sole proprietorship. See, what were the merit and demerit in sole proprietorship?
Ma'am, I don't remember.
Okay. In sole proprietorship, what happened? Capital was limited.
Yes, ma'am.
So limited capital and limited skill. In this sole proprietorship, only one person was doing the business.
Yes, ma'am.
So one person, how much efficient he can be alone.
It'll be less compared to the
Other
other.
forms of business?
Yes, ma'am.
Very correct. So what happened? Because of limited capital, we ha- uh, we just shifted to a different concept of business that we call. Tell me what we call.
A partnership. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, partnership. In case of partnership, what were the demerits?
Uh, you can't make all the decisions alone.
Correct.
You'll have more
That
capital.
means you were losing control somehow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you think in partnership firm we can do business like Tata
Uh,
company?
no.
See, there is a restriction in number of partners.
Okay.
Number of partners cannot exceed 100 as per the amendment. So number
Okay.
of partners
Ma'am,
cannot.
isn't it 50?
It was last year.
Okay.
So how many capital 100 people can contribute?
How much ever they can.
See, it's always lesser than a company.
Yes, ma'am.
If somewhere I'm giving you option where it's a kind of business where 1 lakh people can contribute the money, then obviously now if you'll compare that form of business with partnership, it will be lesser always.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in partnership what happened now, again we were facing this problem of capital,
Okay.
lack of capital, that means limited capital. So an advanced form of organization developed that we call. See, you can see how many heads are there.
Yes, ma'am.
That means so many peoples are coming together to do business.
Yes, ma'am.
This concept we call company.
Okay.
That means in company, number of owners, number of peoples will be unlimited. That means
Yes, ma'am.
you can contribute, you can arrange more capital than these two forms of business. It's much bigger, right?
In partnership and company.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. It's much bigger.
it's much bigger. So the main demerit of limited capital, it has unlimited capital. You can arrange unlimited capital,
Yes, ma'am.
but the thing is, you are not an individual. Then how you will arrange fund? In this sole proprietorship, Mr. X, he is contributing the capital. In partnership firm, Mr. Ram, Mr. Shyam, Mr. Mohan, they are contributing their capital. In company, if I give example of Tata company or Reliance company or any other company, we don't know who are the owners and who are going to contribute the capital.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the process? Now we will talk about the company. So what is the company? What is the process of company? Company is an artificial person which is registered under Companies Act 2013. That means there are some set of rules, some procedures which you have to follow.
Okay.
So for creating a company, you have to register the company under Companies Act. When you are going for registration, you have to mention few points to the registrar. Name of the company. What will be the name of the company? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Your company must be having one name.
Yes, ma'am.
Second, directors of the company. Who will be the directors of the company and their address.
Okay.
Third, area of business where you will be doing your business.
Okay, ma'am.
Fourth point will be authorized capital of the company. See, authorized capital, very relevant for us. That means you have to tell the registrar at the time of registration itself what will be your authorized capital.
Okay.
So, authorized capital is the capital. One second.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it in sharing mode?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, authorized capital. Authorized capital is the capital. This is the maximum limit the company can issue in its lifetime. That means if you are getting registered with 1 crore rupees,
Okay.
the company cannot issue more than 1 crore in its lifetime. What is the life of the company?
Unlimited.
Yes, unlimited. Going concern concept, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Always we assume that a business will be a going concern. Going concern means always infinite.
Ma'am, and what if later their capital, authorized capital increases?
See, it doesn't mean that you cannot increase it,
Okay.
but in normal cases, we do not increase. And if you want to increase it, there are a lot of formalities you have to follow.
Okay.
So the company doesn't issue whole of its capital.
Okay, ma'am.
So the thing is, first term is authorized capital. At the time of registration, you had registered your company with 1 crore rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you have the license of issuing 1 crore rupees. So you are coming to me and you are asking me to invest in your business and you are asking me to pay 1 crore rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have 1 crore rupees. I cannot pay.
Okay.
So, okay, you went to your friend and you asking him to invest in your business 1 crore rupees. He does not have. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But since he is your good friend, so he is offering you, he can contribute 10 lakh rupees.
Okay.
So since this is you are going to one of your friend and he's offering you 10 lakh rupees. You're again coming back to me and you are asking, can you invest lesser amount? Then I said, okay, I can invest 5 lakh rupees.
Okay.
One of your relative, he is ready to invest 20 lakh rupees. But
Okay.
you are still sad. Why? Because you need 1 crore rupees and you
Yes.
don't have.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you are not getting any single person who can contribute this much money. So
Yes,
now
ma'am.
you understood that it is not possible for any single person to contribute this much big amount.
Yes, ma'am. So we'll split it.
Yes. So what the idea is, this is your authorized capital. Your authorized capital were 1 crore. Since nobody is ready to pay, actually they cannot pay. So you will divide your 1 crore rupees into very, very, very small denominations.
Okay.
In very small denomination. The denomination can be any number. It can be 10 rupees, it can be 100 rupees, it can be 200 rupees, it can be 500 rupees. Depends on the company. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this one, this one small denomination you can see,
Yes, ma'am.
which I have shaded.
Yes.
This is called share. Now 1 crore rupees, if this one small denomination is for 100 rupees, then what does this mean? 1 crore rupees and one share is 100 rupees. That means how many number of shares you have. You can find out.
Yes.
Number of shares is equal to 1 crore. In
Yes, ma'am.
1 crore, you have 7 zeros.
Yes, ma'am.
Is divided by 100 rupees for one share.
Yes, ma'am.
Cancel it. That means 1 lakh
One
shares
lakh.
you have. Since now you have 1 lakh shares, so now you are coming back again to your friend and you are asking him to buy. He has 10 lakh rupees, na? So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
many shares he can buy in your company?
Uh,
10 lakh is
yes,
divided by 100 rupees. That means he can buy in your company
1 lakh.
10,000 shares.
Yes, ma'am. 10,000 shares.
So again, you are going to your friend and you are asking him to buy 10,000 shares in your company. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, you are coming to me and you are asking me to buy 5,000 shares to buy.
Yes, ma'am.
So you will get 10 lakh rupees, you will get 5 lakh rupees. You will get 20 lakhs from your relatives. But now, since denomination is very small, so
Yes,
now
ma'am.
many more people can come together
Yeah.
and they all can buy shares in your company.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the procedure a company work. Now
Okay.
these shares the company will offer to the normal public.
Okay, ma'am.
All the peoples they are eligible to buy shares of your company. Suppose I have only 1000 rupees, 1000 rupees.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
also I can come and I can buy shares in your company. I will get 10 shares only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So like that, if 1 lakh peoples are coming by only purchasing 2 shares, 5 shares, 6 shares, 8 shares, you will get your 1 crore rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, since you have 1 crore rupees, you can start your business, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, thing is, you are doing the business
Yeah.
on others' capital. The capital is invested by others. You are
Yes.
who are you then? Then you are the promoters, and once you establish the company, you becomes director. And
Okay.
still, directors are employees of the companies, not the owner. Okay?
Ma'am, so if I'm giving the authorized capital, I won't be the owner.
You are giving authorized capital.
Like I'm the company and I'm issuing the authorized capital.
No, you are employee. These you are doing in the capacity of a director.
Okay.
You are not the owner. Have you invested any amount?
No, ma'am.
So who are investing? They are owners. In
Okay.
sole proprietorship, they are investing. So they are owners. They
Yes,
share
ma'am.
profit loss. In partnership, partners invest money. They
Yes.
share profit loss. They are
Yes.
owners. In company, shareholders, they invest money.
Yeah.
They are owners.
Okay.
So whatever profit you will, profit or loss you will incur, Who has the right?
The people itself,
The owners, the
shareholders.
shareholders. Right. Now, what is relevant for us? For 12th, this chapter carries 18 marks.
Okay,
So, what is important for us? They will ask us to make notes to account for share capital.
okay.
So, in share capital, you have, you remember a format of share capital, notes to accounts,
Yes, ma'am.
notes to account. In this, you have share capital. So, first capital is authorized capital.
Authorized capital.
In this example, you can see 1 crore rupees is authorized capital. So, we will write 1 lakh equity
At
shares.
100.
Huh?
Ma'am, so here will be 1 lakh at 100 rupees.
Yes,
Right?
at 100 rupees. So, it will be 1 crore. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
The second was,
Issued capital.
yes, issued capital. So, what is issued capital?
Uh,
See what happens now? I'm a startup.
okay,
I have registered with 1 crore rupees, but it is not necessary that immediately I need 1 crore rupees.
okay,
So, I will not offer all my 1 lakh shares to the public to buy. Right now, I will offer to the public only 70,000 shares to buy.
okay,
Okay. If I get 70 lakh rupees, na, it's enough to start a business.
okay,
So if I'm offering 70,000 shares only to the public, then my issued capital will be 70,000 equity shares at the rate of 100 each, 7 lakh rupees, 70 lakh rupees.
okay.
Okay. Now the thing is, since I'm a startup and no one knows me, so what do you think? If I ask public, come and buy come shares of my company, all the peoples will run to buy my shares.
No, ma'am.
No. So it's not like it's not possible. I would not use the word possible, but it's not necessary that I can sell all my shares. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose only 50,000, I had issued 70,000. So suppose only 50,000 shareholders, 50,000, they comes to buy.
Okay.
Then subscribed capital was the next from the format. Remember
Yes, ma'am.
the format? So subscribed capital was the next. Subscribed capital will be the capital which is actually subscribed by the by the public.
People.
By
Yes,
the
ma'am.
public.
So here will be 50,000.
Yes, correct. So it will be 50,000 shares at the rate of 100
100.
each,
Yes.
50 lakh rupees. Now, fourth comes paid up capital.
And this will also be same.
In normal case, it's same,
Okay.
but if anybody, any shareholder do not pay you, then
Okay.
it will be less. So before knowing paid up capital, you must know about installments.
Okay.
Since price of one share is 100 rupees, this was price of the shares. So
Yes.
in share capital chapter, we do not call it price of share. We call it face value.
Okay.
Now the company is giving option to the public, don't pay 100 rupees at once. The company
Okay.
is giving you installments. Chapter it was. One second, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So the company is giving you installments. Like company do not ask you to pay 100 rupees at once. Suppose you had purchased 1000 shares in my company and price for one share was 100 rupees. So literally you have to pay 1 lakh rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I'm asking you, don't pay 1 lakh rupees full. I'm giving you installment. Suppose 100 rupees face value, 100 rupees shares. I'm asking you to pay 20 rupees only now, 30 rupees next, 10 rupees next, and remaining 40 rupees
What?
in the last installment.
Okay.
So company gives these must options. These are the installments. So what are the name of the installment? It's very important for us. Very first installment we call share application money. Second installment we call share allotment money. Third installment we call share first call money. And fourth installment, the last installment we call share second and final. And final is important, okay? And final call money.
Yes, ma'am.
It is not necessary that company will be giving 4 installment. The company can give 2 installment, the company can give 3 installment, the company can give 10 installment as well. But
Okay.
only you have to keep in mind which one installment is the last installment. There you will be using this final word. Suppose in this question, if you have only three installments, then
Okay.
this name of this third installment will be
It'll become first and final call.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So now what happens? Suppose you are a shareholder and you had purchased now 1000 shares at the rate of 100 each. So you paid me this installment. You paid me this installment. You paid me this installment as well. But you could not pay me this installment. That means 20 rupees, 30 rupees, and 10 rupees. 20 plus 30, 50 rupees. 50 plus 10, 60 rupees.
It'll
So
return.
60 rupees you actually paid me. I'm not going to return anything. I'm the company. The company doesn't return anything.
Okay.
So what will happen? See, you had paid 60 rupees and 40 rupees you could not pay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this 60 rupees is your paid up capital. This 40 rupees is not paid up capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how to write this? Actually, the line is actually subscribed capital. In subscribed capital, you have subscribed and fully paid up, subscribed and not fully paid up. It
Okay, ma'am.
actual terms which we use. So subscribed capital in my question it was 50,000 shares of 100 each, 5 lakh rupees. See what will happen. 50,000 was the total number of shares.
Yes,
You you were having only 1000 shares.
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, that means 50,000 minus 1,000 shares, 49,000 shares. These people's 49,000 shareholders, these people's paid me full. There is no default.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these shares will be fully paid up.
Okay.
So how I will be writing subscribed capital? Subscribed means subscribed and fully paid up. Subscribed and fully paid. That will be 49,000 shares at the rate of 100 each. 49 lakh, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next will come subscribed, which is subscribed means which is sold out from your side and not fully paid up. That will be 1,000 shares
Yes, ma'am.
at the rate of 100 each. 1 lakh rupees
Yes, ma'am.
will write in inner column
Okay.
minus calls and error. Again, new term, calls and error. Calls and error means the default made by you, how much you cannot pay.
Okay.
Again, coming down and see 60 rupees you paid, 40 rupees you could not pay.
Yes, ma'am.
That means calls and error will be 1,000 shares at the
Into
rate of 40.
okay.
40,000 you could not pay me. That means 60,000 you had paid me.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is subscribed fully paid and not fully paid. Addition of this is my capital. 49 60 49 lakh 60,000 is my capital.
Okay.
And this we close.
Okay.
This is what how we made notes to account.
Okay, ma'am.
Tell me, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
If I will
And,
give you